All right. So welcome to this screencast about planning my fable. Sorry, my face isn't here. My laptop is currently folded up inside out, and I think you just see the ceiling above me. So let me tell you a little bit. I'm going to plan out my fable, and I'm going to have you guys kind of follow along with me. So let me start with my moral. Whoa, sorry, that one. I chose the sparkle pen. So I've decided on my moral. My pen is having a little bit of morning issues here. My moral is don't change yourself because of the opinions of others. Okay. Oh, yeah. What is happening with this pen today? Okay. Okay. So something very funny is happening. Okay. So that's my moral. Don't change yourself because of the opinions of others. So now I'm happy with that. But see, now I've got to think about my characters, right? I've got to think about some animal characters. So I have to think about a scenario where someone might change themselves because of the opinions of others, right? I can think of a lot of animals, right? Like maybe a giraffe tries to be less tall. Maybe I'm going to think of an animal with kind of a distinctive quality. Well, what it came to me yesterday was the idea of a moth. Oy, oy, oy. I got to hold my pen a little different, I think. So what came to me yesterday was the idea of a moth, right? Because a moth is very brown, right, and drab, and butterflies, which are very colorful, right, and pretty. But you know why a moth is brown, gray, brown, those kinds of colors, is so that it blends in with the bark of trees and it doesn't get eaten by predators. So, what if there was a moth? Now I'm going to think about my summary. A moth is teased by butterflies for being ugly, right? So then moth paints self to be like butterflies. So like it gets some paint and it gets, all brightly colored blue or a monarch butterfly. But then a bird, and I got to look up what type of birds eat butterflies and moths. Bird comes and eats them all. Moth can't hide camo. Okay. So I've written a sad ending one. I've written that's a little awkward, kind of sad ending. Because the moth gets eaten, it wasn't able to save itself. Now I could rewrite this and make it so that the butterfly is teasing the moth, and it's like, you're so ugly, you're so brown, we're so pretty. And in maybe another version of the story, the moth doesn't change itself. It's like, you know what? I like what I look like, and maybe there's more to life than being colorful. I think I'm beautiful, whatever. And then a bird comes and eats the butterflies, and the moth is like, hiding here on this tree bark. But bird doesn't see me. Haha. So I guess I could end it with the moth being victorious. And so the moth is our positive role model, right? Where the moth has done what I'm saying you should do. But I kind of sorry if I'm dark, I'm a little dark. I kind of like that the moth is a negative example. Moth equals, negative example, right? The moth is a negative example. What not to do. What not to do. But listen, you could do it the other way. I really am fine with that. So I'm looking here. I've got my moral. I've got my characters. And a bird. I guess I need a bird as well. And I have my summary written here in some bullet points. I could have written his sentences. Sorry, I was worried about space on this screen. I am ready to start writing. I've got my fable planned. I'm going to open up a Google Doc and start drafting and thinking about some of the things that the fables that we read did. Like I might just start with once there was a brown moth, right? I might start with that. Anyways, my fable is planned. I'm ready to flash draft. Happy planning to you.